Hi. Uh, so I just got back from doing a seed exchange, and basically what that is exactly what it sounds like. It's where people come together and exchange extra seeds, old seeds, exchange seeds that they have a lot of so that you can get a different variety of things in your garden. And yesterday I went ahead and packed up a bunch of seeds that I have extras of so I could participate in this little seed exchange. I just took seeds like, they could be a little bit old. It's just to get them in the ground and so people can basically have them. And so I went and did that today. And then I went to Walmart and grabbed the very last tray that they had, like this. And so I had to get these. I'm not too thrilled about having these because I want to be able to reuse this for next year. And it holds a lot of seeds and it fits on the heat mat and it has a dome cover. Those do not. So I have 2 new heat mats coming in the mail. They should be here tomorrow. But in the meantime, I am going to just go ahead and get all the other seeds planted that I have yet to start. And there's a lot of them. But I want to show you really quick what I did get from the little seed swap. I got, these are called 4 o'clocks. So I'm just going to put these in the ground and see what happens. And I needed more jalapenos. And so she gave me some jalapeno seeds. And I am not going to remember what all these are, but I believe that this right here is the Japanese honeysuckle. I got a bunch of this, so I will probably just take off some of these lower leaves down here and then just root it in the ground like that or in a pot. Yeah, this I believe is all the same. This is that same thing here, that honeysuckle. And then this is feverfew. So I will just stick that in a pot and see what happens. This is double mint. And then these are strawberries, I guess, that are white when they're ripe. And so I'm going to put these in my strawberry tower and see how those grow. I am going to get those into the dirt. But first, I am going to finish my seed starting so I can be done with that. Now that that is done, I'm just going to go through here and just write some of the things that I'm going to plant in here. Now, I am doing sort of an experiment. There are a couple of things that need to be cold stratified. And so I took half of the seeds, and they are in the refrigerator right now, of the echinacea, the aster, and this other aster. And then I'm going to also start some of these in the smaller container over there and see what works better. But as far as what I'm going to put in here, I'm going to do a bunch of flowers in here because I will show you where I want all of my flowers to go. I want to be able to go in there and cut flowers, make bouquets, all the things. So I want to have a big, beautiful front flower planter box. So now that that is done, I'm just going to come in here again and put these where they need to go. Oh, these are tiny. I probably should just have put these in the ground. So these seeds right here are my butterfly peas. I actually got these off of my plant that I was growing last year. I don't know if I'll be able to get these seeds to germinate, but I'm gonna sure give it my best shot. And I only have 3. So I'm going to put those in there, and then I am going to do this purple borage in the last 3. I'm going to try and do some companion planting this year also to try and keep the aphids away and the tomato worms. I was doing a little bit of research last night, and there are certain things that you can plant with certain veggies that will attract the aphids to that more than, let's say, the plant that you actually want to grow. So the place that I want to plant all of my flowers is, so here's my greenhouse, here's my house. In this area here is where I want to plant all those flowers. I need to get in here and do some weeding, but there are some bulbs in here that are starting to sprout. I'm hoping that I did not kill my abutilon here by leaving a plastic bag over it when it got hot, so it's dead. The top is dead, so hopefully that will come back. But this whole area here is where I want to do my flowers. You can already see I've got borage coming back from last year. I believe those are poppies coming back. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but things are coming back, and I want this to be real pretty when I pull up. So that's why I'm doing a lot of flowers, is because it brings all the bees to the yard, which is going to be nice. So now what I'm going to do is, I have a mess in here. I am going to plant all those seed starts that I just got into pots, and get them watered and getting stronger after the shock that they just went through of getting pulled out of the ground. All right, I just got a couple of pots here. I am going to put water in them. While I'm waiting for this soil to kind of rehydrate, I'm going to take the strawberries and I'm going to add them to the strawberry tower that I have already out there. All right, I got my strawberries. I don't even have to go in the garden for this. I'm just going to sneak right here alongside the greenhouse and set you here, I think. This is where I'm going to put these strawberries. I'm going to stick the root in the soil, and it will probably die back a little bit before it actually takes. Perfectly normal. There, there, and there. All right, now that this is pretty much rehydrated, I think I'm going to put the feverfew in here. And then she said this was the Japanese honeysuckle. I don't necessarily like where this will go, so I think I'm going to cut this one off because I want to plant it at least down like this so that these nodes right here can possibly root. So I guess I'm just going to cut that, cut that, cut that, and straight down. All right, we'll see what happens. All right, one more thing I'm going to do, I'm sure you're pretty bored with this video already, is I'm going to just take a handful of these and just kind of push them into the ground in my front garden. No. I just stuck my finger right into this guy's home. I don't know if you can see it, but ugh. And I have heard mixed things about these guys. Like, he's definitely biting that thing. I've heard that they're harmless, but then they do that. So, I don't know. They're funky looking though. And scary. That is pretty much it for me for this one. Really right now the only thing that is of utmost importance is starting my seeds, which is what I am doing. So I can update later once things start growing. I do though, however, believe that I have a little critter living in here because, where is it? Some of my seeds will pop up, or my little plants will pop up, and then the little head will be clipped off. And then, I don't know if you can see in there, but this little artichoke leaf right there has what looks like little mice teeth. So I think I have a little mouse in here coming and just clipping off the tops of all my plants, which would really suck. I hope that is not the case, because I will not be able to grow anything in here if it is. Lots of flowers, lots of veggies, seed swaps, plant swaps, all the things. So thank you so much for hanging out with me in the greenhouse, planting more seeds. Don't forget to get out there, start your garden, and I'll see you next time. Bye.